Good morning, all the students of class 11th. Myself, Murthy Naikar. Today, I will be teaching you the Unit 1, the changing trend and the career in physical education. Content: meaning and definition of physical education, aims and objective of physical education, career option in physical education tournaments, competition in various sports at national and international level, the Khelo India program. The meaning and definition of physical education. The meaning of physical education is always misunderstood. It is an education which develops harmonious growth and development of child. It develops all the power of an individual physical, mental, moral as well as social. According to Comenius, education is the development of whole man. The ultimate end of man is happiness with God. So physical education is considered as education of the body which enables an individual to grow and develop fully. According to H.C. Burke, physical education is a part of general education program which is considered with growth development and education of children through the medium of big muscle activity. Physical activities are the tools. They are so selected and conducted to influence every child life physically, mentally, emotionally and morally. According to J.P. Thomas, physical education is a sum of those experiences which comes to the individual through movement. Few more definitions of physical education. According to J.F. William, physical education is the sum of man physical activity selected as to kind and conduct as to outcome. According to J.B. Nash, physical education is the field of education which deals with big muscle activities and their related response. According to Offer, physical education is the way of education through physical activity which are selected and carried on with regard to value in human growth, development, and behavior. Now, the aims and objective of physical education. The physical education is considered as the essential part of education because it helps in achieving the aim of general education. Physical education helps in developing certain qualities in an individual which makes him efficient of any kind of learning. The aim of physical education is generalized purpose in 1964. William said, physical education should aim to provide the skilled leadership, adequate facility and ample time that will afford an opportunity for the individual or group to act in situations that are physically wholesome, mentally stimulating, and satisfying and socially fit. So, the aim of physical education is considered as wholesome development of personality. Aim is also considered as difficult task, but when it is achieved, it's become objective. So, here are the five important objective of physical education which we need to understand. Organic development. The first and primary object of physical education is to develop good physique. Through physical training, the efficiency of organic systems like respiratory system, circulatory system, digestive system, and endocrine system, and muscular system, and neuromuscular system improves. The organic development lead to the development of physical fitness and components. Now the second point, the neuromuscular development. The brain and body are the two separate things but are independent. The development of neuromuscular skills develops the ability of various activities like running, jumping, throwing, catching, etc. It develops controls and balance of the body. It also leads to the development of reflexes. A person a person become quick in his action. He react quickly to the sensory stimulation. The development of neuromuscular coordination leads to efficient and graceful movement with like expenditure of energy. The third point, the social development. The next object of physical education is towards the social development. Physical education aims to develop personality of an individual. Through participation in physical activity, many qualities like confidence, obedience, temperament, sincerity, sacrifice, impartiality, feeling of friendship, cooperation, self-control, etc. are developed. This development promotes the sociability and forms a healthy society. Now comes the emotional development. Emotional development. Physical education makes a person emotionally balanced. The word emotion is derived from the Latin words. Through participating in physical activity, man learns about emotional behavior. He knows how to react in society. An emotional, balanced individual react wisely when he is emotionally aroused. Now, the fifth point is recreational development. Now, the recreational development is a development which whenever we play different type of activity, different type of game in our society, in our there are lots of indigenous sports when we learn new indigenous sports which are very much our recreational sports in our daily life. Whenever we use those leisure time to play the games with our friends and all, that is a time when we develop our recreational development. So over here we are finished with objective of physical education. Now comes the career option in physical education. Now career options, the career options, teaching as profession. The physical education is required to taught to every individual irrespective of age. So the physical education teacher as a profession is in a great need all over the world. In India, physical education is taught at many levels and accordingly teachers are appointed. So the levels are trained graduate teachers. So trained graduate teachers are required for junior schools and they are assigned to teach games and sports to keep young kid fit. The physical drills such as calisthenic, rhythmics, minor games are taught by the trained graduate teacher. Then comes the postgraduate teacher. The postgraduate teacher in school teaches physical education in theory and practical classes. Many developments like physical, mental, emotional, and social development are taught by the personnel in senior school. Many elite branches like health education are integral part of physical education curriculum. Now comes the lecturer at college level. The lecturers of the university teach postgraduate classes of physical education. They also teach practical and theory for the professional classes for higher studies. Following the branches have a career to teach like subjects like biomechanics, kinesiology, sports anthropometry, sports psychology, sports medicine, philosophy of physical education, research methodology in physical education, exercise physiology, sports sociology, and sports nutrition. So these are the subjects which are taught by the lecturers at college level and lecturers at university. Now we come towards the coaching as a profession. Physical education is a different field of coaching. The coaches can opt games as per their previous experience as a player in the game. There are several games played in the world, and every game required specialized coaches. After doing diploma of coaching in a particular game, a person gets job as a coach of a game. Fitness expert as profession. Now, fitness experts, there are different fitness experts like aerobic trainers, calisthenic experts, rhythmic experts, yoga instructor, weight training experts. Now, weight training experts are basically found in the gymnasium. Calisthenic is a more of a group activity. When it's calisthenic activity are mostly seen in the schools when the group of children perform as in mass, when they perform all the calisthenic drills like with the dumbbells, with the gymnasium, with the dumbbells, with pom poms or different equipments. And aerobic trainer, you must be knowing with the different tunes of the songs, aerobic choreography is done. So again, as a profession, fitness experts as profession, this all fields are there. Now the D point is the sports media. All over the world, the sports is keenly watched. So lots of people work in the area of sports journalism. The following are the branches which a person can opt as a career. Sports journalism for print media like newspaper, sports journalism of electronic media working for television, sports photography, still and video, the commentator for radio and TV, sports magazine and writer. After this, now point number F, the health related instructor and therapist. Sorry, sports administration. Due to increase in number of competition and sports event, need of sports administration is felt. There can be a following opportunity to opt as a career. The manager of competition, manager for sports clubs, manager for swimming pool, director of intra and extramural, the manager of various stadiums, the tours, tracking manager, working as manager of professional sports club, director, assistant director with university, director, assistant director with state department. Now comes the health related instructors. The health hazards are on the increase due to rapid increase in pollution and industrialization. Even lack of exercise, health awareness and obesity related problem are on the rise. A person can get into his career by working in weight control clubs, spa clubs and dance club, etc. Now comes the sports marketing. The sports marketing, due to glittering world of lots of money is spent on the conduct of championship. Since the million of rupees are spent on sports competition, so it's required a special person to deal in this field. The financial advisor and the marketing professional can work for getting more money into sports to collect to collect money and maintain expenditure. Lots of people are required. Now we will start the next point, which is competition in various sports at national and international level. The competition at national level. The individual competitions. The individual competitions are basically all state sports federation conduct the various national and sub-junior and junior youth and senior national competition annually under the age of National Sports Federation. When it comes to multidiscipline competitions, the competitions like Khelo India Games, the first edition of Khelo India school games are organized the collaboration with the School Game Federation of India and the National Sports Federation. The second edition of the Khelo India was renamed as the Khelo India Youth Games. The Khelo India Youth Games are organized in the age category of under 17 and under 21 year. The school national games. The school national games. The school national games has the vision to provide a robust, vibrant, and holistic physical education and school sports activity that will engender excellence in school sports sector in India. SGFI has a aim to develop the character and personality amongst the school athletes. Now comes the national games. The national games were earlier known as Indian Olympic Games. These were organized by the state under the age of Indian Olympic Association. The first Indian Olympic Games were held in Lahore in 1924 till 1938. Indian Olympic Games were held and after they were renamed as National Games. Now comes the competition at international level. So all the individual competitions at the international level, all national sports federation conduct the various international competitions, junior, youth, senior, championship under the aegis of world body. When it comes to multiple discipline competition, Asian competition, there are the games like under the multi-discipline competition, Games. The Asian Games is a multidisciplinary sports event held once in every 4 years. The athletes from all Asian countries participate in this event. The Asian Games are recognized by the International Olympic Committee. The last edition of Asian Games were organized by Indonesia. Then comes the Commonwealth Game. The Commonwealth Game, you must be knowing all the countries wherever the Britishers have ruled, they comes under the Commonwealth Game. So for those countries, there is a Commonwealth event participated. The Commonwealth Games are international multi-sports event involving athletes from Commonwealth nations. The events was first held in 1930 and the last edition of Commonwealth Games were held at Gold Coast, Australia. It is held after every 4 years. Now comes the most prestigious event, which is known as Olympic Games, our leading international sporting event featuring summer and winter sports competition in which thousands of athletes from around the world participate. The Olympic Games are considered the world foremost sports competition with more than 200 nations participating. The Olympic Games are held every 4 years. The first modern Olympic Games were held in way back in 1896 at Athens, Greece. Now we are going to start a new topic from Unit 1 is the Khelo India program. The Khelo India program has been introduced in this year's syllabus, which we are going to read now. The introduction we are going to read. The Khelo India Games was introduced to develop the sports culture in India at the grassroots level. The vision of the Khelo India program to development of the sports culture to achieve sporting excellence in the country. And the mission of Khelo India, mainly holistic development of the children and youth community is the major concern of Khelo India scheme. The scheme helps to develop social integration, gender equality, healthy lifestyle and economic opportunity. The objective of Khelo India to create inspirational value amongst budding players in the country. There is no dearth of sporting talent in our nation. The budding athletes need encouragement to excel in the field of sports. To create platform for talent identification, the main object of the Khelo India is to identify the talent at all levels. Once the talent is found, the training can be given to excel in the field of sports. To benchmark the technical conduct of the game with the international standard, the special emphasis will be given to improve the technical conduct. Here are the few components of Khelo India which are very important. The development of playfield. So development of playfield is very important. The ground should be lush green. It should be properly watered. So that is the point which is mentioned over there. Development of playfield. The community coaching development. The state level the state level Khelo India centers. Annual sports competitions. Talent search and development, utilization and creation of sporting infrastructure, physical fitness of school going children, support to regional and national sports academy, the development of a sports for women, development of a sports for children with special need, for peace and development, promotion of rural indigenous sports in the country. So these are the points. So these are the components of Khelo India through which we want to make our society healthy and fit. So over here we are finished with the Unit 1 section, and I will request all the students to please comment and wherever they feel whichever point they have not understood, so they can have a question or whatever queries they are having. At the end, I would like to tell all my physical education students, those who have taken physical education, uh, I will be I will be putting the content, the complete Unit 1 content related to Unit 1. So please go through and read that content also completely. And after that, within 2 or 3 days, I will be giving a MCQ question in Google form. So that which you need to fill up and respond to me. Right? Thank you very much. And this was my first class. So whenever you feel like asking any type of question, you can use Google Classroom as the option where you can have any type of query. Thank you very much.